there's so much to my story.
You hustled to make ends meet.
Survival.
Andy, you've done everything and you have such a powerful legacy. If you had to sum up 100 years, okay, what do you want to be remembered for?
I know pretty much in my mind. I know everything.
Yeah.
I was only thinking different than friends of mine. And I remember when I started to work out, I started on a high bar, parallel bars. And all I did was dips and chins. And I got up to a point I was able to do a 2-figure 1-inch chin. I tried one, but my fingers were too short to grip the bar. 1.25 bars. So I taught somebody to do it. He was able to do it. I couldn't. I still left and right. So I used to do one set 50 and dip. But that's all I did.
Right.
And I started to get good at it. And then before you know it, when I took the pictures on the roof, people saw that and said, hey, I know a photographer who takes pictures. I started taking pictures. And at 17, I got a series.
The parallel bars, did you do that? I remember when I was a kid growing up in the Bronx that we had all of that stuff out at Loretta Park. At all the outdoor parks, they'd have the parallel bars, and they would have the pull-up bars. And there was always guys, there were always guys there that would do that, and they were in great shape, and that was their workout.
This is Andy's book.
Yep, that's beautiful. That other guy looks familiar, huh?
Yeah, he wrote the foreword.
Oh, no.
Jack also. So Andy worked for Jack.
Where did Jack
He ran his chain of gyms.
In the 50s, it was the 50s and 60s, my grandmother used to do all the Jack LaLanne exercises. My grandmother, immigrant from Italy. Yeah, Teresa Ferrari. That's amazing.
So the local paper from Iron Man to Centurion.
Yep.
Of bodybuilder's legacy.
Yeah. Now, I actually,
Let's come back. He wanted to ask you a question.
My grandmother did that religiously.
Well, don't forget, I know Jack. I was in the magazines when I was 17.
Yeah.
I'll show you the pictures from Strength. Remember Strength and Health?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I've seen the pictures. Al sent me, when he went to your birthday party, he sent me the video of your intro, I guess it was. Remember what you sent me, Al? The video that I guess they played at your birthday party, it's great. I mean, it's motivating. Your story is spectacular. You really have lived to be 100 and you're functioning and you're healthy and you're still working out. Very cool.
You should have seen him when he was 72. He looked amazing.
Look, he looks amazing. What the hell, 72? He's 100. It looks amazing.
No, but better than 99% of people.
84, I was 84.
Look, I work out now hard because I want to be in shape when I'm 80, when I'm 90, when I'm 100. And that's my goal. I work out, I take supplements, I eat properly, mental approach to life. So for me, I'm blessed. And that's what keeps me on the road that I'm on. I'm lucky. So I'm really wondering when and how you...
Simple answer to everything.
What?
Simple, but simple. I'll go into other things. How do I think of these things? I do a little strange. We were all brought up programmed. Very simple. Your mother, your father told you different things to live by and you stay with it. Then you read the newspapers, that tells you something. Well, now it's television. Television's bombarded you with all bullshit. And what they do subliminally, they're brainwashing you. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I watch every senator, congressman, when they speak, I pick it out. I'm very analytical. And I'm not educated in that respect. But nothing passes me. I believe we're all slaves. To prove what I'm saying is, you work for a slave owner, which is a boss. You don't like the job, but he pays you money. You don't want to leave because you got to pay your rent. You got to pay for food and clothing. So you stay. So you're forced to work because you can't afford to miss. Also, when I read the Jack LaLanne change with this guy, Harris Ross, I didn't like the way he talked to people. You know what he said to me? Andy, they do what I tell them to do.
Yeah.
Because I paid them, at that time it was $50,000. I paid $50,000. I'll tell him what I want to tell him to keep him going because he will never get a job like mine. So I said, what you want is a monkey. I said, I'm not a guy that you tell what to do because you got the wrong guy.
Right.
I said, you talk to me, I'll jump over the desk, I'll fucking strangle you. I said, I don't believe in talking to people down. My whole thing was going to prisons, socially, emotionally, children. I went to colleges. I've lectured on drugs and kids because within us, Most people don't know who they are because they've been filtered since you were programmed at a young age. I was, but then I broke it, who I was. When I said, I will not be like him. I make a negative into a positive, and I stay with that my whole life now. And I'm disciplined. And it's a discipline.
Yes.
What do you need to train after all this when you're trying to show how good you are? I said, I don't train for people. I train for me. I got a body. God has given me a body. I take care of it. It's that simple. I'm weighing the same weight as I did when I won Mr. America. I dropped from 187 and a half. I went down to 160 for the best of Mr. America. But I look good. Saw my logo, and I'm weighing the same weight 50 years ago now.
Beautiful.
I just told her, I dropped 2 pounds already. I'm not eating. I'm finding it difficult eating a lot. I can't eat a lot. I eat enough. I feel fine. I stop.
Right. But that's good. That's what I do now too. Yeah. I get it. What's your diet consist of?
I eat a lot of junk food still.
Do you? Yeah.
What is your normal diet? Do you have eat once a day?
Well, usually I have, when the dieting came in, I went from like 175, 176. I look good in person, but I wouldn't look good. I guess if I posed, I'd look all right for 94, 95 years old. But I didn't want people to say, oh, it's this old guy, what's he up on stage? I wanted to look decent. I told her.
Hey, you look good.
I've always felt insecure of things I've done as much as I'm secure in what I do. But for myself, I never thought I did anything that was so great. That was a good thing that happened for me. Because you never think you're above everything.
Right.
Humble. You understand it?
I do. Yeah.
When I got Miss America, I said to people, you didn't ask for my autograph yesterday. Why are you asking it today? Well, you are Miss America. Then I realized about people.
Yeah.
So there's so much you learn, and it comes into my own philosophy about aging. It's a state of mind to be very positive in yourself. You say, well, I got 2 kids, I got this, I got that going on, I don't have time. But yet you'll sit and watch a fucking baseball game for 3 hours. When I went to the gym, I took a half hour. I did 2 sets of 6 exercises in a half hour, no stop. I did pull downs, I did tricep, I did bicep, I did lats, and I did dipping. And I usually go on a treadmill. And I got a meeting with you. I got this all on my mind. How do I do it? What makes me different? Then I started to say, people think I'm different, but I'm not different. Maybe, you see, you got to watch what you say because you don't want to think you have an ego about what you do. I never thought about egos.
Ego to me is when you ease God out. That's what I believe it stands for. So I keep it right. Well, it's confidence though. And let me just
Baseball player, become natural. They used to like the game. All of a sudden, it's all about money and all about meeting people. Blah, 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 blah. I understand all that, but you see, that's what I'm talking about. I see it in people who are wealthy. I joke with a billionaire. He's a good friend of mine, but he passed away a couple of years ago. Marty Bregman, the producer of so many movies. He said, "Lady, you're my best friend out of everybody I know." We become friends. So I did Al Pacino in the movie, but I should have got more screen credits because I trained a lot of movie stars. The whole thing, then I said, well, I never asked for autographs because I don't like asking people for anything because in my life, I never borrowed money, never a nickel in my whole life. And I was offered $50,000 to this billionaire that says, "Hey, I'm going to give you $50,000. I want you to do your magazine." I said, "I won't take it." Why? Because I feel responsible for the money you give me. Even though you say, don't worry, it's money I'm responsible in. I got to be responsible for what I have. It's just little things. Maybe it's nothing to some people, but to me, it meant a lot.
It's all that matters is what you think.
If you do something for me, I got to do twice as much for you.
Would you say that you'd want to be remembered as the oldest natural bodybuilder that motivated people to stay clean?
I never took a job.
Yeah.
First of all, I couldn't afford comics when I was young. I never thought about it because I was lucky just to eat a hamburger. So that's what keeps me stable. But people don't understand that. They maybe think I'm not that I'm strange, but how could you be like that? Well, you have to go through what I went through to be like me. But you got to look into yourselves too. They think their parents are just people that are obligated to take care of them.
Right.
And when they need money, they call you. When I went in the army, I got $60 a month. I sent my mother 58. I kept $6. Today, kids go in the army, they ask for money because they got to go out and dance. And I didn't do all that. It's not that I'm saying be like me. I'm just saying what I've done. And this, I had to dig out of a hole.
So would you say discipline from your service carried over into your fitness, into your lifestyle? Your discipline, the discipline that you took into the Army or into World War II, did that carry over into your daily routine?
Oh, it was easy for me. Easy. They made me an instructor.
Beautiful.
I used to like to box. I wanted to be a fighter. But with my left eye, they said you wouldn't see a punch coming because my double vision now, as I'm talking to you, my left eye is wavy, my right eye is good. So when I look, I get balance and dizzy. And I go to the gym and I work out. While I'm doing the exercise, it's fine. Because why? I'm stable. Stable right and left. I've proven to doctors what I do, nobody will do. Titanium knee, cut the nerve on my left leg. I got a new pacemaker. It was 10 years old. I just got a new one. I asked the doctor, do I get a warranty on it?
Outstanding.
Had a stroke
Really?
on this side.
Wow. When was that?
6 years ago, they said, you'll get another one soon. And I still worked out. I worked this side of my body mentally, even though I test myself.
Right. Beautiful.
The coordination, I couldn't write, and I'm a lefty. I signed over 1,000 books, no, 750 books, but I visualize everything to letter, and I write slow,
Awesome.
and I write the name. But I can't write fast, I'll scribble. So I did a lot of things that people with disabilities did. Now, I try not to use a walker in the house. I walk around, I'm fine. And I'll prove to you with a walker, you'll see by just touching. Oh, no. I can't find somebody who says, why can't they trick the brain just the way I'm tricking shall I show you?
I believe you.
Somebody who's smart enough with all the technology say, yeah, what Andy is doing is causing a bounce that goes to the brain, which I know. The cerebellum, the back of the brain.
Yeah.
Why can't we come up with something that can duplicate that so you can trigger it the same way you take pacemakers or whatever?
They're actually they are working on that. You're basically an outlier, somebody that has reached 100 years old. That's amazing. And when you reach 101, 105, or 110, it continues. I mean, that seems to me to be what your mindset is. You believe that you have more to do.
Yeah, and I got what to do. I'll be at 101. I'll be in Hawaii in August.
Yeah.
For Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, then I'm going to go to Austria, I think I don't know, Austria.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And then I was supposed to go to, today, I was supposed to go to Normandy. I didn't want my wife to come with me, and I wouldn't go. My wife is only 67.
God bless.
And she's in good shape. She trains with me. And we don't allow spouses because if I'm 100, how old could my wife be?
Right. So
90 or older.
God bless.
She'd have to be about 95 at least.
Yeah.
Well, she keeps you young, my friend.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I never thought of my age.
Right.
Never thought about it.
Yeah.
When did she find out? Have you got engaged or later on?
When we dated one day, we went to a restaurant and it says, if you're 52 and over, you get a discount. She says, you're over 52, aren't you?
Wow. That's great.
Then we went to the movies. I got 2 tickets for seniors because
Oh my God.
if I'm a senior and I'm the World War II veteran, my wife was instructions all over with me.
She figured out you weren't 42.
How? Because in her lifetime, all the things that we've accomplished in 5 months, nobody in the world, any hasn't done what I've done. That was impossible. Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, Queen, King, and the Duke and the Duchess of Jesus Christ. I'm trying to pull words out of my head. I got to think slowly.
So many memories. We have as long as you.
Bronze Star who just got.
Oh, and the advance,
Bronze Star. That's fantastic.
she's going to put my certificate. What a beautiful certificate.
I'll send it.
And my medal.
When did they give you the Bronze Star?
Awesome. It was in the last 10 days. He got it up in Boston.
Outstanding. That's something else.